Breaking news. How Chimamanda's letter sabotaged the opportunity of Igbos to clinch the Senate presidency. Political analyst. Yo, my wonderful people, greetings to you all. And welcome to this my wonderful day broadcast. I still remain your one and only Kuti Daily Talk. My name never change. In case you are hearing my name for the first time or you never subscribe to my channel, first of all, I have to welcome you to this family. This is an Obonga channel where we speak to you the undiluted truth about Nigerian situation, about the upcoming arranged, what will I call it, arranged program of swearing in or transition, whatever they will call it. But to the Nigerians in general, it is an arranged because the election was made with irregularities. Till now, the INEC have not come out to tell us what happens on the day of the presidential election, whereby they refuse to transmit the result electronically as they promised the whole Nigerians and the world at large. We are still working for the technical and the glitches that being happens that very day. Till now, Yakubu Mamadu have not deemed it fit to let Nigerians know exactly what happens. They know the game they played, and that is why they cannot come out to defend themselves. And just like as Seun Kuti said, he said, just come out and say the truth. Tell the court or apologize to Nigerians how the election was rigged, since you cannot give access to the electoral materials to that of a Labour Party and other political parties who is asking for the permission to access all those materials. So my wonderful people, please subscribe to my channel, like my content, and do what? And share it with any of my family members. Make sure you get to every nooks and crannies of your area so that this message will be passed from one person to the other. So let us read exactly what they are saying here, because I know that Chimamanda Adichie wrote a letter to the Joe Biden, almost all his letters and everything that they have done to make sure that the citizens with the Nigerian people, they refuse to do what? Acknowledge the letter that she wrote. Now, and he said he's a political analyst is now to tell us how Chimamanda's letter truncates the chances of the Igbos to attend the Senate presidency. Let me ask this analyst. During the time of Buhari's regime, for his first tenure and second tenure, who wrote a letter to the Joe Biden? Nobody. Who contested the election at the tribunal? That is an Igbo. Nobody. So coming out now to tell us that Chimamanda Adichie is the reason why the Southeast cannot get the Senate president, my dear, go and sit down. You don't know what you are talking about. In fact, you are not a political analyst. You are a police analyst that have no buttocks. So please, my wonderful people, we are about to take off now. Let us go to the main reason why we are here. A political analyst, Jide Ojo, has stated that the letter written by the world-renowned Nigerian author Chimamanda Adichie to the President of the United States, Joe Biden, on the conduct of the 2023 presidential election influenced the Igbo chances in the securing the Senate presidency. My dear, go and sit down. You don't know what you're talking about. You are a Yoruba man. I know you will defend everything about Yoruba. This man came out to make a very provoking statements against the obedient, even against the Igbos. What did they call it? This Nobel laureate, Wole Soyinka. I didn't see you analyze what he said. Or do the chances of the so-called president-elect not to be inaugurated. But now you have come out now to let us know that Chimamanda's letter is the reason why the Igbos have no chances of getting the Senate president. Well, in the agenda of APC and the trajectory of Buhari and his cohorts, they have no reason of giving the Igbos the chances of becoming that. Yes, that is a simple truth. How many times have the Igbos climbed that seat of Senate? 5 good times, but how many of them be able to complete their tenures? That is the question we need to ask. Even if the Igbo man climb there tomorrow, the Hausas and Fulanis in that very particular assembly will pass vote of no confidence and he will be impeached, or they will kill him, just like they kill Chubu Okadibo. So I beg, let us hear what shift, Joe. Rubbish. Nigerians record that some weeks back, Adichie wrote an open letter to Biden over the irregularities in the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. In the letter titled Nigeria's hollow democracy, Adichie condemned the United States for congratulating the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. She lamented that Nigeria's trust were violated by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) after they were lured to the polls by promise of the electoral body to deliver a flawless election, which is free and fair, but they never do that. Reacting to the writer's claims, Dele Alake, the special advisor on communications to the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, argued that Adichie's letter was flawed with bias. He insisted that Adichie relied on rumors, hearsay, presumptuous conjectures, and outright falsehood, adding that she did not provide any evidence to back her claims. He has said Chimamanda had pinned her hopes on a possible Obi victory, partly on the predictions of flawed opinion polls, some of which were predicted on statistically negligible and thus unreliable sample sizes, and others on no discernible empirical basis whatsoever. Opinion polls do not win elections, according to Dele Alake. Recently, the National Working Committee of All Poverty Congress announced their decision to zone the presidency to the South-South, choosing former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Godswill Akpabio, as their preferred candidate. This move was greeted with a heavy backlash from Southeastern senators who are complained about their region being ignored. However, Jide Ojo, during an exclusive interview with Naija News, listed some of the deeds done by Igbos in the past which might be affecting their chances in securing a prominent position in the president-elect administration. He pointed out that one of such deeds is the letter written by Adichie, which heavily questioned the victory of Tinubu at the polls, which is right. Ojo argued that such moves from prominent Igbo personalities might have sent a wrong message to the president-elect that the Igbos do not plan on working with him to move the country forward, according to your own perspective. Last, everybody must talk breakfast. The what do they call him? The slapingitis man, where his name be Seun Kuti. He don't break silence. So, some minutes after being released from prison, let us hear what he got to say. The Grammy-nominated Afrobeat artist Seun Kuti has spoken up for the first time since his release from the police detention or from the prison. Daily Post reported that the singer, who was detained at the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department SCID Yaba, Lagos, on the orders of a Yaba Chief Magistrate Court for assaulting a police officer, was granted bail on Tuesday afternoon. Taking to his Insta story shortly after his release, Kuti thanked all those who stood by him during his ordeal at the police detention. He wrote, "I want to say a profound thanks to everyone who showed me all this love, all my friends that showed up. Thanks most especially to my beautiful wife at Chef Yedi Kuti." That is all he had to say. Let us see whether he will still go live and run his mouth that he has slapped many police officers and he will still slap more. This one don't teach you a lesson. For you to know, say, my dear, you have a legacy does not mean you can do anyhow you like. Authority is authority, government is government. Assault. Thank God Seun Kuti's body didn't end up in Lagoon. Kogi Commissioner of Police Hakeem Yusuf lamented. The Kogi State Commissioner of Police Hakeem Yusuf has insinuated that the singer Seun Kuti's body could have ended up in the lagoon for assaulting a police officer on Third Mainland Bridge. The police chief, who goes by the Facebook Monica Kimo Akim, made the assertion recently while replying a commentator who was supporting Kuti's action. Daily Post reported that Seun Kuti was arrested and detained after he was captured slapping a uniformed police officer in a viral video. Yusuf, in his reaction, said Nigerians should thank God that the Grammy-nominated Afrobeat artist's body was not being searched for in the lagoon. He wrote, "Come and slap police also. Thank God his Seun Kuti's body was not being looked for in a 10 mainland bridge waters." His comment and backlash as many claimed it was a testament to the several extrajudicial killings by security agencies. Okay, anyone who have anything to say about this very matter, make a drop at the comment section. I will reply you. You are going to experience karma if you keep on insulting Igbo elders. Ohaneze Ndị Igbo warns Okechukwu Isiguzoro. The Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, has warned the self-acclaimed Secretary General of the group, Okechukwu Isiguzoro, against his incessant insult on elders. And that is exactly the point. The boy don't have a single respect. Speaking via a statement by East National Publicity Secretary, Dr. Alex Ubennaya, Ohaneze warned Isiguzoro to stop his vituperation against Ndị Igbo elders, especially Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu. The group insisted that Isiguzoro's incessant derogatory remarks against respected Igbo personalities and constituted authorities amount to an invitation to karma. And they noted that detests Isiguzoro's recent media remark where he said that Iwanyanwu's imposition will destroy Ohaneze Ndị Igbo. The statement made available to Nigeria News read, "To develop a penchant for attacking elders is a morbid invitation to karma. The relentless innuendo on His Excellency Senator Hope Uzodinjo, the governor of Imo State, with respect to Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, is both misguided and unfounded." This is because, in the words of Chief Damian Okeke Ogene, Senator Uzodinjo, in spite of his enormous contributions to Ohaneze, had never interfered with the Ohaneze decisions, while Senator Hope Uzodinjo was committed to his party, the All Poverty Congress APC, in the 2023 general elections. The Ohaneze Ndị Igbo took a separate part in full support of Peter Obi. Chief Iwanyanwu, on the other hand, is a notable statesman that towards above partisanship. In fact, Emmanuel Iwanyanwu is a rare gift to the Igbo race in general. And there's a further condemned Isiguzoro for issuing press statement mobilizing for the inauguration of President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. According to Ohaneze, such attitude is a sad denouncement for the Igbo, especially at this critical time in our country. Tinubu's administration may face industrial crisis, Nigeria Labour Congress President laments. The president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Joe Ajaero, warned that the incoming government might face a series of labour crises due to unresolved agreements left by the previous administration. As such, he expressed sympathy for the incoming Bola Tinubu administration, acknowledging the numerous unsettled industrial challenges left unaddressed by the outgoing Buhari government. In assessing the welfare of Nigerian workers under President Muhammadu Buhari's rule, Ajaero suggested a possible spillover effect on the new government. He acknowledged Buhari's effort to foster industrial peace and harmony, but stated it wasn't sufficient to meet the needs of the workforce. His comments were made during an appearance on the channel's TV program Politics Today. We're gonna hear because a lot of news awaits. Ajaero raised concerns about impending industrial disputes stemming from unfulfilled agreements with professionals in academia, healthcare, and the power sector. He noted the Buhari administration tried its best in ensuring there is industrial peace and harmony, but it was not enough, as most of the industrial disputes the government treated are unfinished. A lot of industrial crisis seems to be looming ahead. Yo, Wahala no dey finish. So this one is a Wahala Pro Max. When queried about potential solutions to preempt strike actions, Ajaero highlighted the need for capable technocrats to manage various sectors. He emphasized that honoring agreement is the key to resolving many of today's disputes. The best way to go is to sit down and study the situation. They will be able to handle the issues one after the other, and it will do them a lot of good if they bring in proper technocrats to handle that sector, he stated. Ajaero insisted that trade unions and their leaders are reasonable, and if the new government listens and employs the right individuals to handle these issues, resolutions or solutions can be found. He ended up underscoring that honoring agreements, even those made 5 to 10 or 10 years ago, is paramount to resolving every crisis, according to Ajaero. This one is coming from the ASO, Abi from Daura, and the statement reads, "My father is a silent achiever, Buhari's daughter. What did your father achieve? Let us hear now." And everybody, talk is free, so everybody have right to come out and vomit whatever they like from their mouth. After all, she is enjoying holidays, going to abroad anytime she likes, traveling on a private jet, on our own private jet, fueled by our taxpayers' money. So she have every right to come out and vomit nonsense from her mouth as well. A daughter of the outgoing president Muhammadu Buhari, Hanan, has praised her father as a silent achiever. As his second term concludes, Buhari has been inaugurating projects throughout the country in his final week in office. Through her Instagram stories, Hanan posted a picture of her father during the launch of the 2 new warships and a review of the naval fleet in Lagos on Monday. She added the caption, "My father, the silent achiever." Buhari, who is set to leave office next week, will pass the reins of the presidency to President-elect Bola Tinubu on Monday. Meanwhile, President Buhari remarked humorously that he might seek refuge in the neighboring Niger Republic if he encountered any trouble after leaving office. During the inauguration of the 19.6 billion naira Nigeria Customs Service corporate headquarters in Abuja on Tuesday, Buhari said, "I try to plan to be as far as from Abuja as possible. I came from an area which is far from Abuja. If anybody with force moves, I have a good relationship with my neighbors. Niger people will defend me." That is the statement of your so-called president. Buhari stated that his first official trip upon assuming office as Nigeria president was to visit the Niger Republic, Chad, and Cameroon to solidify the country's relationship with these nations. The president, who previously ruled Nigeria as a military head of state between 1983 and 1985 and was democratically elected in 2015, emphasized, "If you don't secure the confidence of your neighbor, you are in trouble. If you are not in trouble, your children and grandchildren will be in trouble. So it is very good I establish relationship with my family back there, not neighbor. They are not your neighbors. You are rightly from Niger Republic. Please say the truth and let the devil be at shame." All this pretentious attitude, we don't like it. If they disturb you from your own country, then you will run to a neighboring country. Run there to do what? Run there as what? Now that is what I don't understand. All these people say, you think that the people you are ruling, we are all mumus or what? I don't understand. That if they disturb in your own country, then you run to another man's country and take refuge or what? Or you are going there to just what would I call it? You are going there just to go to live or what? I don't understand. You say your father. Who is your father? Are you sure this man is your father? If this man is your father, why the first lady of the country have not been living in Nigeria? Rather, she choose to live in Dubai. That is the people that is ruling Nigeria. That is the people that is ruling Nigeria. Ruling Nigeria from afar. I'm tired for this set of people. Oh. If you people are not Nigerians, better come out and let us know. Anyway, the 8 years have come and gone. Nigerians have learned their lessons. No, sorry, they have not learned their lessons. Nigerians have moved forward. You understand? They have moved forward. Anyway, let us see what happens. CCB orders Bola Tinubu governors to declare assets before May 29. The Code of Conduct de Bureau has asked President-elect Bola Tinubu, Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima, and state governors to declare their assets before May 29. Nigeria report that Dr. Musa, the senior assistant to CCB chairman, Prophet Mohammed Isa, stated this in an interview with a journalist in Abuja on Tuesday. How can they declare assets? People who refuse to come honor common invitation for a town hall meeting, different from Balabulu, Bulabas. They refuse to go. Instead, their speakers or the spokesperson will shout on you, abuse you, threaten you with all manner of things. Now you tell them to declare their asset. They will not do that. Just mark my word. Musa stated that the Bureau has done its part by issuing the asset declaration forms to all newly elected and re-elected public officers across the country. He, however, noted that some of the forms issued have not been returned. Okay. The CCB official stated that the Constitution is clear on the consequences for those that fail to return the form before they sworn in. He said it is important for elected officers to comply with the provisions of the Constitution as it is part of the requirements for occupying or exiting a public office. As an agency of government, we have already done our work accordingly to the constitutional mandate. We have issued asset declaration forms to the newly elected and returning public officers. But since asset declaration administration is a continuous process, we have started receiving some completed forms from some of them, while some are yet to return theirs. Though from previous experience, we hardly have had any problem with elected public officers. They do fill and return their forms, but it's important we remind them of the need to comply with the provisions of the law. Then my question is, all the people that are filling the forms and returning the forms, how many of them have been prosecuted? Because you cannot tell me somebody who went to the government house with one car, then and they declare it. In the returning form, how many will he declare? Because they have had numerous of cars. They have had numerous of accounts. They have numerous of investments. When they declare it not in line with what they declared while assuming the office, have you ever prosecute any of them? The answer is no. Then what is the need? What is the need? Since you need to cover them. The Constitution is clear on defaulters. Hence, they should declare before they are sworn in or they face the consequences. Musa said, all elected public officers, appointed public officers, and civil servants should also endeavor to declare their assets and comply with all the codes of the Bureau before May 29. He added, we always urge them to comply with the code of conduct as enshrined under the 5th schedule of the Constitution of the country. Not only asset declaration, they should comply with other codes like the prohibition of bribery and corruption, abuse of power, among others, because it is for the betterment of our country. When things get better, corruption will be defeated, and we will have a country we will be proud of, according to chairman of the Bureau de Statistics, Abi Bureau de Change. Whether that Bureau de Change, Abi that Bureau de Statistics, they call him. And I saw the thing take BO. My wonderful people, as on the way to, they're gonna do what? They're gonna take this one, they step down. This one is Abure versus Apapa. That is the two Labour party factions we have. NLC, that is Nigerian Labour Congress, reveals Labour Party's authentic national chairman. What about this one that is shouting in what do they call it? In Owerri, Abi Anambra State. Okechukwu something, so Abi Callistus said he's the authentic national chairman of Labour Party. Jay, waiting bribery and corruption they do for Nigeria. The national chairman of the Labour Party, chairman of the Labour Party, NLC, Joe Ajaero, has stated that Comrade Julius Abure remains the Labour Party national chairman. Speaking on Channel Television Politics today, the Labour leader added that there are procedures for removing party leaders, and that is what they keep lamenting since. Who made Apapa acting chairman? Nobody knows. According to the Nigerian Labour Congress president, a distraction from those who were attempting to assume the position of the Labour Party national chairman was unacceptable. He said, Julius Abure remains the national chairman of the party, of the Labour Party. Nobody has conducted any convention or whatsoever to remove him. There's no meeting nor NEC meeting called which the Nigerian Labour Congress as trustees have attended where any officer have been removed and inserted. So any distraction for people to perpetuate themselves in the office is not acceptable to us. That is where we are, and that is the position as of today. Nigeria reports that the party has been engulfed in a leadership crisis, with the National Deputy Chairman South Bashir Lamida Papa leading a faction and Abure leading the faction. That is the party's presidential candidate P2B, Abia Governor elect Alex Oti, and lawmakers elect. And I saw the team take this. So my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers, those who love what I'm doing, and those who enjoys listening to my news. Now here we will come to the end of this broadcast. We are coming back again with another blockbuster. I told you people on daily basis that my news now is head to head. Basbos. So I'm going to just hear them left, right, and center, because I have no time and I have no other work other than this, to provide you with the latest news in town. Any minute of the day, I'm bringing the news to your doorstep. So do not be shaken. Have a nice day and have a nice time. I'll be right back again. May the Lord Almighty bless you all. Subscribe, like, share, and comment to my channel and or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Please, the most important thing there, please make sure you are sharing this news, because when you hear the good news and you extract the wisdom that followed it, make sure that your next door neighbor hear the same news and also extract their own wisdom. That is the most important thing there. I've done my own to bring the news to your doorstep. Then do your own as well to make sure that this news get to every news and cranes. And as you are doing it, the God Almighty, the Chukwu Okeabiama, onye premier niile, the Blessed One, will do what? We see all of us through and make sure that this our struggle for the Biafra restoration will come to manifestation. And that has been our prayers for many years now. So all the labors of our heroes past will never be in vain. Our heroes and our hero news, which we are going to do a remembrance on the 30th of this month, being May 2023. So have a nice day, my wonderful people. May the good Lord bless us all in the east, from west, from north, and also from south, the four corners of the earth, where things are happening. And so the thing take be. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. That is the four corners of the earth. May the good Lord bless us all. Have a nice day, my people. Bless you all, and continue to wait, because I have a lot of news for my people today. I'm not doing it for your views or for your subscribing, but to make sure that every news have to be listened and the wisdom that attached to it. I'll be right back. Thank you very much. Back on I jollificate, because today not a day. Bye for now. Que Messiano.